Chapter 1, He Meets the Shy McGentleman. Looking back, I always consider that my career as a dog, proper, really started when I was bought for the sum of £50 by the Shy Man. That event marked the end of my puppyhood. The knowledge that I was worth actual cash to somebody filled me with a sense of new responsibilities. It sobered me. Besides, it was only after the £50 had changed hands that I went out into the great world, and however interesting life may be in an East End public house, it is only when you go out into the world that you really broaden your mind and begin to see things. I was born, as I say, in a public house in the East End, and however lacking a public house may be in refinement and the true culture, it certainly provides plenty of excitement. Before I was 6 weeks old, I had upset 3 policemen by getting between their legs when they came round to the side door, thinking they heard suspicious noises. And I can still recall the interesting sensation of being chased 17 times round the yard with a broom handle after a well-planned and completely successful raid on the larder. These and other happenings of a like nature soothed for a moment but could not cure the restlessness which has always been so marked a trait in my character. I've always been restless, unable to settle down in one place and anxious to get on to the next thing. Sometimes I think I may have cat blood in me. The Shy Man came into our yard one afternoon in April while I was sleeping with Mother in the sun on an old sweater that we had borrowed from Fred, one of the barmen. I heard Mother growl, but I didn't take any notice. Mother is what they call a good watchdog, and she growls at everybody except Master. I'd had a very busy morning, helping the men bring in a lot of cases of beer and running into the saloon to talk to Fred and generally looking after things. So I was just dozing off again when I heard a voice say, "Well, he's ugly enough." Then I knew they were talking about me. I have never disguised it from myself, and nobody has ever disguised it from me, that I am not a handsome dog. Even Mother never thought me beautiful. She was no beauty herself, but she never hesitated to criticize my appearance. In fact, I have yet to meet anyone who did. The first thing strangers say about me is, "What an ugly dog." I don't know what I am. I have a bulldog kind of a face, but the rest of me is terrier. I have a long tail, which sticks straight up in the air. My hair is wiry, my eyes are brown. I am jet black with a white chest. I once overheard Fred the barman saying that I was a Gorgonzola cheese hound, and I have generally found Fred to be reliable in these matters. When I found that I was under discussion, I opened my eyes. Master was standing there looking down on me, and by his side the man who had just said I was ugly enough. "But he's got a sweet nature," said Master. Now I'm a mixer. I can't help it. It's my nature. I like men. I like the taste of their boots, the smell of their legs, and the sound of their voices. It may be weak of me, but a man has only to speak to me and a sort of thrill goes right down my spine and sets my tail wagging. I wagged it now. The man looked at me rather distantly. He didn't pat me. I suspected, what I afterwards found to be the case, that he was shy. So I jumped up to him and put him at his ease. Mother growled again. I felt she did not approve. "Why, he's took quite a fancy to you already," said Master. The man didn't say a word. He seemed to be brooding on something. He was one of those silent men. When Master finished telling him what a wonderful dog I was, I blushed, and finally the man spoke. "£50, my bid, what about it?" A thrill went down my spine and out my tail, for of course I saw now what was happening. The man wanted to buy me and take me away. I looked at Master hopefully. "He's more like a son than a dog," said Master, sort of wistful. "It's his face that makes you feel that way," said the man unsympathetically. "If you had a son, that's just how he would look. £50 is my offer, and I'm in a hurry." "All right," said Master with a sigh, "though it's giving him away, a valuable dog like that." The man got a bit of rope and tied it round my neck. I could hear Mother barking advice and telling me to be a credit to the family, but I was too excited to listen. "Goodbye, Mother," I said. "Goodbye, Master. Goodbye, Fred. Goodbye, everybody. I'm off to see life. The Shy Man has bought me for £50. Wow." I kept running around in circles and shouting till the man gave me a kick and told me to stop it. So I did. When we had gone about 100 miles and were just going to turn into a dark doorway, a policeman suddenly stopped the man. I could feel by the way the man pulled at my rope and tried to hurry on that he didn't want to speak to the policeman. The more I saw of the man, the more I saw how shy he was. "Aye," said the policeman, and we had to stop. The policeman told the shy man that he had better get out of town for a while for his health. I looked at the man with a great deal of respect. He was evidently someone very important if they were worried so about his health. "I'm going down to the country tonight," said the man. The policeman seemed pleased. And we walked on and went in at a dark doorway and climbed about 1,000,000 stairs and went into a room that smelt of rats. The man sat down and swore a little, and I sat and looked at him. Presently, I couldn't keep it in any longer. "Do we live here?" I said. "Is it true we're going to the country?" Wasn't the policeman a good sort? "Do you not like policemen?" I know lots of policemen at the public house. "Are there other dogs here?" "What's for dinner?" "What's in that cupboard?" "When are you going to take me out for another run?" "May I go out and see if I can find a car?" "Stop that yelping," he said. "When we go to the country, where shall we live? Are we going to be a caretaker at a house? Fred's father, Fred who worked at the bar, he was a caretaker at a big house in Kent. I've heard Fred talk about it. You didn't meet Fred, but you came to the public house, did you? You would have liked Fred. Everybody likes Fred. Mother likes Fred. We all like Fred."